LDT, touching lives.
Welcome back. Our monthly finals continues, and let's meet our contestants for today's finals. From P.U.P. Santa Mesa, let's say hello to Percival Biadora. From P.L.M, Mark Anthony Ang. From Adamson University, Alvin Julian. And from UPD Diliman, June Prosini Anave. All right, gentlemen, this is the monthly finals. Our winner moves on to the quarterfinals, and from there, the winner over there will move on to the grand finals, where he can take home as much as $500,000 in cash. So that's going to be an interesting competition. So let's start off by testing your buzzers. Let's start with you, Percy. This is Percy from P.U.P. He is 20 years old now, 4th year, taking up broadcast communications. He's a president of his class and a member of the P.U.P. Quizzers Club. He plans on proceeding to graduate school for a degree in liberal arts. Now, Percy, you know, the year is coming to an end. We'll be saying goodbye to 1998. Now, tell me what you think would be the most important event of the year.
Well, I think it's the recently concluded APEC Summit.
All right, the APEC Summit or the APEC Summit, which just concluded. Was that successful, or was that not successful at all, Percy, in your eyes?
Well, I'm not in a position to quantify the answer, but I think so far, as far as our president is concerned, it is a diplomatically successful undertaking for him.
All right, playing it safe, Percy. Thank you very much. Let's go to P.L.M. Mark, your buzzer, please. Mark is 21 years old and he's in 4th year chemical engineering. Mark is on the board of representatives of the Philippine Institute of Chemical Engineers, and he's part of that junior chapter of Metro Manila. That's the board of representatives over there. How about you, Mark? Looking back at the year, what's one event that defines the entire year, or at least the most interesting, memorable event, news event?
I think about the Spratlys Island.
The Spratlys conflict. Okay, pwedeng international event, hindi lang local event. So for Mark, yung Spratlys conflict, you think that's going to get any better?
I hope so.
All right, we hope so too. After all, security of our nation, at stake here. Thank you very much. Adamson University. Alvin, let's hear your buzzer. Alvin is 20 years old, in 3rd year, mass comm student, editor-in-chief of the Adamson Chronicle, hopes to be a writer. Siguro naman, Alvin, you've thought about this for your own paper. One event of the year that stands out.
It will definitely be the Bill Clinton-Monica Lewinsky affair.
Ay, interesado ka dun, ha, Alvin?
Yeah.
Now, why would a sexual affair be interesting to define an entire year? Why would that have that kind of weight and gravity?
Based on what's happening, I think it shook the whole world. So it will definitely be the news of the year.
All right. It's actually the most covered event of the year, Alvin. So in a way, you're right there. Let's go to UP Diliman. Junior buzzer, please. June is 20 years old. He's in 4th year taking up AB journalism. He's planning on proceeding to law school after college. He would like to be a sportscaster. Ibahin natin yung tanong, June. Sports naman. Most important, significant sports event of the year. Pwedeng international, hindi lang local.
I guess it will be the lockout of the NBA.
Lockout of the NBA. Wala pang NBA, ano? Dahil doon. All right. Thank you very much, June. A lot of people are frustrated about that. Okay, Mark, Percy, Alvin, and June, let's begin our round. This will be easy questions. Let's start with the arts. 400 pesos for every correct answer. Let's check that buzzer again, June. Okay, there it goes. Let's begin. As I said, 400 pesos for every correct answer. Let's begin with the arts. What is the title of the 1961 movie about a character from Tondo that was Joseph Estrada's first major starring role? Alvin.
Ito ang Pinoy.
That's not correct. June.
Sakop ng Agila.
Wrong. The character from Tondo that was Joseph Estrada's first starring role. He got famous for this character. Percy.
Asyong Salonga.
Correct. Asyong Salonga. Science. 1.5 milliliters of water is placed in a 2.25-liter closed metal cylinder. The system is heated so that the water is completely converted to gas. What is the volume of water in this state? 1.5 milliliters of water is placed in a 2.25-liter closed metal cylinder. The system is heated so that the water is completely converted to gas. What is the volume of water in this state? June, let's hear your answer.
15 liters.
That's wrong. Mark?
15 Milliliters.
That's wrong. What is the volume of water in this state? We are looking at Alvin's answer. Go ahead.
1.5 milliliters.
Say that again.
1.5 milliliters.
That is wrong. Percy,
1.2 milliliters.
2.25 liters. General information. PCOR, or PCOR, is the Philippine Stock Exchange's code letters for which blue chip company? It's the code for which blue chip company being traded at the Philippine Stock Exchange. PCOR, P-C-O-R. June?
Philippine Amusements and Game Corporation.
They're not listed. That's not a public issue. Percy?
PLDT.
No, that's PEL, P-E-L. Mark?
San Miguel Beer.
San Miguel Beer. Or San Miguel Corporation. No, that's SMC. PCOR, Petron Corporation. Mathematics. A man invests 1/3 of his capital at 1.5% interest per month and the remainder at 2% per month. What is his capital if his total monthly income is 440 pesos? A man invests 1/3 of his capital at 1.5% interest per month and the remainder at 2% per month. What is his capital if his total monthly income is 440 pesos? You have 30 seconds, gentlemen. Take your time. Still the first round, easy questions, monthly finals of Battle of the Brains. We have P.U.P, P.L.M, Adamson, and UP Diliman in competition here. Alvin.
1,500 pesos.
That's wrong. Mark?
8,800 pesos.
Also wrong. There goes the bell. Time is up. Answer is 24,000 pesos. History. Who was the presidential candidate of Partido Republica who ran for the 1935 elections? Percy.
Sergio Osmeña.
No. Partido Republica. Mark.
Manuel Quezon.
That's wrong. Alvin.
Isabela de los Reyes.
That's also wrong. June, would you like to try? 1935 elections.
Felipe Calderon.
No, it was Gregorio Aglipay. Arts. Morgan Le Fay is a sister of which legendary king? Morgan Le Fay is a sister of which king? Percy?
King Arthur.
Yes, King Arthur. Science. What do you call the energy liberated or absorbed as a result of neutralizing 1 mole of acid or base? Mark?
Heat of formation.
That's wrong. Energy liberated or absorbed as a result of neutralizing 1 mole of acid or base. What is this process called? Or what do you call this kind of energy? Alvin?
Adiabatic.
No. It's the heat of neutralism. General information. Which 11th round pick of football's Dallas Cowboys was a member of the NBA's Los Angeles Lakers in 1972? June.
Lou Alcindor or Karim
No,
Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Jabbar. He was not with the Dallas Cowboys. And then went on to coach the New York Knicks in the NBA. Mark.
Pat Riley.
Yes, Pat Riley. 11th round pick of the Dallas Cowboys. Coached for the Lakers, coached for the New York Knicks. Where's he now, Mark? June, you're the newscaster, or you're the sportscaster. Miami Heat. That's where he is right now. Okay, mathematics. A rectangle is 15.5 meters long and 7.25 meters wide. What is its perimeter? Mark. A rectangle is 15.5 meters long.
35.5 meters.
That's wrong. June?
45 meters.
45 meters. Wrong. Alvin?
45.5 meters.
All right, 45 and a half meters. History. Who was the first Grand Inquisitor General of the Inquisition in Spain? June?
Tomas de Torquemada.
Yes, Tomas de Torquemada. And we're through with our first round. In the lead is Percy with 800, although he's been silent for the last few questions. 400 points each for our next three contenders, Mark, Alvin, and June. They all have 400. They all share second place. We'll have more of this competition right after this break. Battle of the Brains. This is still the multi-finals, and we're entering now into our final round at the college level. These are difficult questions now, gentlemen. It will be 600 pesos for every correct answer. Okay, aside from all the cash awards that you will take home today, our winner will take home for himself a Compton's Interactive Encyclopedia CD-ROM from the Bard Press Trade Incorporated, exclusive distributor of Compton's Encyclopedia. Also a special prize from Success Unlimited Enterprises and a gift pack for yourself from True Shine Shoe Polish enriched with lanolin. True Shine is for your generation. All right, let's go to science now. Question number 1. What do you call a type of chemical formula that indicates the simplest whole number ratio? June.
Empirical formula.
Correct. Next question, the arts. What was the title of the novel about sin and redemption written by Graham Greene? Percy?
The Power and the Glory.
No. June?
The Heart of the Matter.
Wrong. Let me continue again. Title of the novel about sin and redemption written by Graham Greene, published in 1938. Novel about sin and redemption by Graham Greene. It's called, Alvin? No answer. Mark?
The Scene.
Brighton Rock. Mathematics. Using a prime number base, what is the simplified form of 4 raised to the exponent n times 8 raised to the exponent n? Using a prime number base, what is the simplified form of 4 raised to the exponent n times 8 raised to the exponent n? Mark?
2 raised to 5n.
Yes, very good. History. What Asian country has its northern part known by the Mongols as Kitai? Mark?
Macau.
No, during the time of Genghis Khan. Alvin?
China.
Yes, China. General information. What is another name of minimal access surgery? Percy?
Heart bypass operation.
Made possible by the miniaturization of television cameras. What is another name for minimal access surgery made possible by the miniaturization of television cameras? Little TV cameras inside the body helping out. What is this called, June?
Miniaturism.
No. Alvin?
The cathode ray tube technology.
No. It's called laparoscopic surgery or lap surgery. Science. What do you call the violent and sudden boiling of a liquid caused by superheating at a pressure above atmospheric pressure? What do you call the violent and sudden boiling of a liquid? Mark? Caused by superheating. Percy?
Ebullition.
No. At a pressure above atmospheric pressure. All right, Alvin?
Radioactivity.
No. June? Time's up. Bumping is the answer. Let's try the arts. Who wrote the play Mother Courage and Her Children? Percy?
Joel Chandler Harris.
No. Chronicle of 30 Years War. June?
Bertolt Brecht.
That's right. Bertolt Brecht. Mathematics. Two dice are thrown at the same time. What is the probability that 11 spots will turn up? Or 11 dots will turn up? Percy.
1/18.
Yes, 1/18. Okay, gentlemen, we're down to our final two questions ahead. Let's take a look at our scores because it's turning out to be an extremely tight race. 1,600, June is in the lead. 1,400, Percival is just there, very close to June. And 1,000 points each for Mark and Alvin. Yes, it is possible for both of them to still catch up. We have two final questions in the pile. It is 600 points for every correct answer. One correct answer from Alvin, for example, puts him right at number 1, tied with June. So let's go to history. Who organized the first guerrilla forces against the Japanese? June?
Luis Taruk.
Wrong. Against the Japanese in the Philippines in December 1941. Who organized the first guerrilla forces against the Japanese? Alvin?
Crisante Evangelista.
That is wrong. Percy?
Ferdinand Marcos.
That's not correct. Mark? For 600 points. June, there's a hall named after this guy in your school, where the student council is. Vincent's. Wenceslao Vincent's, or Vincent's Hall. Okay. Last question, gentlemen. Now, here's what it looks like. If Mark and Alvin get this right, then they will tie with June, and we'll have a tie-breaking question. If Percy is correct, then he wins. If June is right, then of course he wins. If not, if you get it right, then our current leader will be the champion, and that is June. So one of you will have to answer to get into the quarterfinals. Of course, June doesn't have to do any of that. Let's go to general information. Be quick. To what country do the Galapagos Islands belong? June. June.
Guatemala.
Wrong. Percy, if you're right, you're the champion. You move to the quarterfinals.
Peru.
Wrong. Mark, you tie with June if you're correct.
Denmark.
Denmark. Nope. Alvin, to tie with June.
Great Britain.
Ecuador is the answer. June of UP Diliman is the champion with 1,600 points. He moves on to our quarterfinals. Congratulations to June. Percy takes home 1,400. Mark and Alvin take home 1,000 pesos each. And June will stay where he is for his bonus round after this.
This portion was brought to you by PLDT, touching lives.
Finals of Battle of the Brains. And he will take home a lot of money today. But of course, June, that's up to you, really, and how you will do in our next two bonus rounds. So far, you have 1,600. Tell me when you're ready, because I will show you now 3 choices to choose from. This will be the theme that will cover your bonus questions. Let's take a look. You have On Cam, Hall of Justice, and Jack Description. Choose one.
I'll take Jack Description.
Jack Description. That's a wise choice. I'll tell you why. We are looking for words, phrases, names, or titles which have the word Jack or name Jack in them. So, madali na yun. These words have the word or Jack in them. So, let's pick out those questions. Ready now?
Ready.
Let's go. A short coat usually waist or hip length.
Jacket.
A tree of tropical Asia bearing large edible fruit. A toy consisting of a puppet that springs out of a box.
Jack in the Box.
A person who can do many kinds of work. Usually a master of none.
Jack of all trades.
Game played with a set of metal pieces and a ball. Little girls, okay?
Jackstone.
A top prize or reward.
Jackpot.
Could be a male ass or donkey or a foolish or stupid person.
Jackass.
Popular group where the king of pop, Michael, originated.
Jackson 5.
A playing card showing the figure of a young man or prince.
The Jack.
What do you call the mid-air takeover of an aircraft? Siege of an aircraft.
Hijack.
Okay. Let's wait for our buzzer to sound. Let's go back to all your answers. I think you did pretty well here. Jackson 5, yes, the group of Michael Jackson. Did you say Jackstone 5 or Jackson 5? Jackson 5. Oh, hindi Jackstone 5, iba yun. Pero Jackstone, tama yun, no? A ball and some, where was that? That gameplay with a set of metal pieces and a ball, minsan plastic yung pieces na yun. That's Jackstone. Jack of all trades, the guy who can do all sorts of work. Jack in the box, springs out of the box. Jackfruit, a large edible fruit. Jacket is a short coat. Top prize is jackpot. A male donkey or a foolish person is a jackass. And a playing card with a prince on it, that's called the jack. So that's 10 out of 10. Perfect score, 6,000 pesos plus 1,600. June, we have subtotal of 7,600 pesos. All right. Now, I can give you 2,000 pesos more, so you know what this round is going to be like. This will be, I'll be giving you rather a set of jumbled letters. Take a look at them. N-A-M-E-I-S-D-I-M-O. That's your set of jumbled letters. That doesn't make any sense. Form a word out of it. Here's your clue. In 30 seconds, give me an answer. Jewish rabbi who drew up the 13 principles, a summary of the basic beliefs of Judaism. Medyo mahirap. Jewish rabbi who drew up the 13 principles, a summary of the basic beliefs of Judaism. Maimonides is the correct answer, but that's okay, June, because 7,600 is still a lot of money. Here it is, all yours. Congratulations, I'll see you in the quarterfinals. Good luck to you. I will be back after this break, so please don't change that dial. Don't go away.